Welcome to Timebeat Breaking News channel. Here are our breaking news today. 1. Out-of-control Chinese rocket could land in an inhabited area. 2. The demonstrations over a proposed tax overhaul in Colombia have occurred.
China. Out-of-control Chinese rocket could land in an inhabited area. On April 29, the Long March 5B rocket launched the Heavenly Harmony unmanned core module into low Earth orbit from Wenchang in China's Hainan province. It is falling back to Earth and could make an uncontrolled re-entry at an unknown landing point. Some experts fear it could land in an inhabited area. Since the weekend, it has dropped nearly 80 kilometers in altitude, and Space News reported that amateur ground observations showed it was tumbling and not under control. Its speed makes it impossible to predict where it will land when Earth's atmosphere eventually drags it down, though Jonathan McDowell, astrophysicist at the Astrophysics Center at Harvard University, said the most likely outcome is that it will fall into the sea, as the ocean covers about 71% of the planet. Based on its current orbit, the rocket is passing over Earth as far north as New York, Madrid and Beijing, and as far south as southern Chile and Wellington, New Zealand, and could make its re-entry at any point within this area. Given its velocity, a small change in its path could make a big difference to where it ends up. It's expected to return to Earth on May 10, plus or minus 2 days. McDowell said once it's clear the day it is returning to Earth, experts could predict its landing time within a 6-hour window.
Colombia. The demonstrations over a proposed tax overhaul in Colombia have occurred. At least 19 people were killed and hundreds more injured during days of protests across Colombia, in which tens of thousands of people have taken to the streets to demonstrate against a tax overhaul meant to fill a pandemic-related fiscal hole. On Sunday, President Iván Duque announced that he would withdraw the current proposal and instead seek a new plan, this time has borne out of consensus. On Monday, the country's finance minister said he would resign. But the decisions have done little to quell public anger, and the protests have morphed into a national outcry over rising poverty, unemployment, and inequality set off by the arrival of the coronavirus last year. Mr. Duque was among the first to try to address his country's economic problems, and the public response here does not bode well for other regional leaders, said Sergio Guzman, the director of Colombia Risk Analysis, a consultancy. He soon deployed more military forces to the street to quell unrest. At least 540 police officers have been hurt during the demonstrations, according to the National Police, while more than 100 buses have been vandalized or burned. The police said they had also identified nearly 17,000 people who were not complying with public health measures like wearing masks. The protests come just as the country is experiencing its deadliest moment of the pandemic, and the country has hit record daily death tolls in recent days. Thank you for watching. We help you stay up to date all the news hourly. Please subscribe our channel to follow up the latest one.